Jake Miller never expected his life to change because of a cookie. The young engineer was working late at the space station repair dock when she appeared. An old alien woman with purple skin and silver eyes shuffled toward him carrying a small basket. Her wrinkled face showed kindness despite her strange appearance. The alien grandma smiled and offered Jake a golden cookie that glowed softly in the dim light. He hesitated, but something about her gentle nature made him accept the strange treat. The moment he bit into it, the world around him shifted. Colors became brighter. Sounds grew clearer. His mind felt sharper than ever before. Jake could suddenly understand the alien languages being spoken around the station. He heard conversations he was never meant to hear. The next morning, a beautiful young alien woman approached him. Her skin had the same purple hue as the old woman, but smoother like polished stone. Her name was Luna, and she moved with grace that made Jake forget to breathe. Luna explained that her grandmother had given Jake something very special. The cookie contained nanotechnology that enhanced human brain function, but it came with a price. The enhancement would only last 30 days unless Jake helped them with a dangerous mission. The alien race called the Zephyrians had been hiding among humans for decades. They were refugees from a war that destroyed their home planet, but now their enemies had found them. The Korath Empire was coming to finish what they started. Luna revealed that Jake was chosen because humans had something the Korath feared: human unpredictability and courage in the face of impossible odds. The enhancement would let Jake understand Zephyrian technology and help them prepare defenses. Jake learned that the Korath had wiped out dozens of civilizations. They used massive ships that could destroy entire planets, but they had never faced humans in battle. Luna believed that human tactics could turn the tide over the following weeks. Jake worked closely with Luna and her people. He discovered that Zephyrian technology was far more advanced than anything humans had created. Their weapons could bend space and time. Their shields could make entire fleets invisible. But the Zephyrians had become too dependent on their technology. They had forgotten how to fight with cunning and desperation. Jake began teaching them human military strategies, guerrilla warfare, misdirection, sacrificial tactics that seemed insane, but often worked. As Jake spent more time with Luna, he found himself falling for her. Her intelligence matched her beauty. She challenged his ideas and made him think in new ways, but she also showed vulnerability that made him want to protect her. Luna confessed that she had been against her grandmother giving Jake the enhancement she believed humans were too primitive to help. But watching Jake adapt and learn had changed her mind. She began to see the strength in human simplicity. The Korath arrived sooner than expected. Their massive black ships appeared at the edge of the solar system like dark clouds blocking out stars. The alien fleet was 10 times larger than anything Earth could field. Jake realized this was not just about saving the Zephyrians. The Korath would not stop with them. Earth would be next. The human race faced extinction, and most people did not even know the danger existed. Luna and Jake worked together to modify human weapons with Zephyrian technology. They created hybrid ships that combined alien shields with human weapons. But their greatest weapon was something the Korath could never understand. The plan Jake developed seemed suicidal. Human pilots would ram their ships into Korath vessels, while alien technology created temporary wormholes. The explosions would be channeled through space to hit multiple enemy ships. Most of the human volunteers knew they would not survive, but they signed up anyway. This willingness to sacrifice everything for others was something the Korath had never encountered. Their own species valued self-preservation above all else. When the battle began, the Korath expected easy victory. Their advanced ships could destroy human vessels with single shots. But the humans kept coming even. When their ships were damaged, they continued fighting. Jake piloted the lead ship with Luna beside him. Her grandmother had stayed behind, but her final words echoed in his mind. She told Jake that courage was not the absence of fear, but acting despite it. The human tactics worked better than anyone hoped. The Korath became confused when human ships ignored retreat signals. They could not understand why inferior beings would throw their lives away for others. As more Korath ships fell to human ramming attacks, their commanders began to panic. They had conquered hundreds of worlds but never faced an enemy that seemed to welcome death for a greater cause. In the final moments of the battle, Jake made the ultimate sacrifice. His ship was the last one capable of creating a wormhole large enough to destroy the Korath command vessel. Luna begged him not to go, but he knew it was the only way. Jake activated the wormhole just as his ship collided with the enemy flagship. The explosion tore through space, destroying dozens of Korath vessels. The surviving enemy ships retreated in terror. They had never faced anything like human determination. Luna found Jake floating in space, barely alive. The enhancement had somehow protected him from the worst of the explosion. As she held him in the rescue ship, she whispered that her grandmother had been right about humans. The old alien woman had seen something in Jake that even Luna missed. Humans did not fight just to win. They fought to protect others, even if it meant their own destruction. This made them the most dangerous species in the galaxy. Jake recovered slowly over the following months. The enhancement faded, but the bond with Luna remained strong. Together they helped establish new defenses for both Earth and the remaining Zephyrian colonies. The cookie had changed everything. Not just Jake's abilities, but his understanding of what it meant to be human. The willingness to sacrifice for others was not weakness. It was the greatest strength any species could possess. Luna often visited the small memorial they built for her grandmother. The old woman had started a chain of events that saved 2 civilizations. Her simple act of giving a cookie to a stranger had changed the course of galactic history. Jake and Luna knew the Korath would return someday, but they also knew that humans and Zephyrians together were stronger than either species alone. The old grandmother had seen this future. In her wisdom, the golden cookie was gone, but its effects lived on in the alliance between 2 very different peoples. Jake had learned that sometimes the smallest gestures could have the biggest impact on the universe.